Hi everybody, this video is about judgment. I noticed that these days there's a lot of judgment um, around the subject that's going on in the world. I'm not gonna say what it is, but you know. And there seems to be like two realities at the same time. One reality is mainstream media and everybody who is following the rules and instructions, and then there is another reality with people who have a different point of view, right? So they are not following the instructions. In fact, they find them illogical, right? So there's a lot of judgment from both sides of each one, and it's very easy to slip into that pattern. And it's understandable because we are born, not born, we are conditioned to judge to begin with ourselves, right? So we very often judge ourselves, our worst critic. And then if we judge ourselves, we ultimately judge others. But what is judgment really? Judgment is, when it comes to yourself, it's not accepting yourself, it's not loving yourself. And when we start judging others, it's also, we're coming from that place of not loving ourselves. That's the source. Because when we don't truly, completely, and fully love ourselves, we think there's something wrong and not enough. And if it applies to us, it applies to others as well. So if we get to that point where we completely accept and love ourselves, we don't judge others because we understand that they are worthy of love. Whatever it is, however they are also worthy of love, just like we are. And when we judge others, it's also something about them being different than what we want them to be. So it's our expectation of those people to be how we think they should be. But in reality, it's a very egoistic approach, right? So everybody is entitled to be how they want to be. So judgment is, once again, it begins with not loving ourselves, and then also an expectation that others should be different than they are. So what do we do these days? Masks, no masks, media, no media. We need to understand that, let's say you're on that side of who doesn't think that masks make sense, right? And when you look at others who wear masks, a lot of people judge that. So it's really to understand, it's going from that place of fear to place of love. I love to talk about that, and you probably know about it already. Two polarities, love and fear. So we want to shift to that place of love, loving ourselves and loving others, and understanding. When we start with that place of love, we understand that those people who wear masks are afraid. They're just afraid that they can get sick somewhere else. So they are coming from a place of fear. So what do? We don't judge. We love. We send love. And love to ourselves, understanding that nobody's supposed to be what we want them to be. Everybody has their own reality, their own world. So it's understanding that, loving yourself, sending love to others. We need to stop with that judgment. It drives us even further and more apart than we already are. And that's what we don't want these days. It seems like everybody is against somebody. People who believe this, people who believe that. There's a lot of polarity right now. We want to stop that because it's going to create a lot of conflict and a lot of fear, even more fear, and a lot of hate. We want to step away from it. We want to go to a place of love. Love yourself, love the other. Don't judge. Judgment is always a sign of not loving and accepting yourself first. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.